Global is better. Global is better. Global is still good. Global's still good. You don't need you don't need to have the banner right away. Global's still good. You could prepare ahead of time. I gotta be honest, folks. I'm a global defender. It's getting very difficult to lead that front because this JP campaign completely overshadows not only the 6-year, but just global in general. What up, Dokkanners? Welcome back to Toonami for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be discussing primarily the EZAs that are coming up on the JP campaign and what you global players can do to prepare for it. I don't want to go over in full detail how the campaign is going to go because number one, it's going to depress me so much. Number two, I can't read all this, it's Japanese, and I don't really feel like leaking up resources. There's no need for it. So I also wanted to make this video because you guys know I like to do this thing called global prep. That is the entire premise of global being considered better. Obviously, you know, a lot of people would say it's not, and rightfully so. But the reason why I say the global is better is because you're given the gift of time. You get to see what everyone is capable of. You get to see and make a judgment for yourself if you want them. And if you do, you can start preparing ahead of time. So that is, just keep that in mind when looking at this video. So let's scroll down here. There are a couple units that are possibly going to be getting EZAs. We have a couple confirmed EZAs. Actually, we have one confirmed EZA. So let's start with the confirmed one, as you saw in the title and the thumbnail, which is obviously Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku. So we knew that this was going to happen for the longest time because he's a mono lead. He's the last one of his kind. This is the end of an era, so who better to end it off with than Super Saiyan 3 Goku? Shout out to Ryuden. I know he's really happy about that. But this guy is getting his EZA. Obviously, what we do know is that he will become a Key Plus 3 130% lead, 390 sub lead. However, how he works, we don't know yet. So it's probably just going to be, you know, a little bit more of whatever these guys are capable of, and then some. So probably the nuking stat will go up. He'll get a defensive line here, causing supreme damage. He'll probably maybe get like a raising attacker defense for one turn type thing, and this will go up to a medium chance. And then whatever else they give, they'll give. But there are two ways that you can prepare for this unit. Number one, obviously, is to farm up those links. And I found that actually, based on when they're announced on JP versus when they show up on Global, as a more casual Dokkanner, I found that people have had an easier time leveling up those links. So from the moment that they're announced, aka today, until they actually drop on Global, if you were to do maybe 3 to 4 runs of link leveling a day on the 23-8, you actually will most likely be able to get this guy close to max out, if not maxed links, by the time he shows up. And I've been able to get into a steady groove with that on units that have been announced on JP and then eventually drop onto Global. So if you guys are able to do the same thing, you should. It not only helps in terms of, you know, experiencing the unit at their full strength when you get them with the EZA, but it also kind of gives you a pretty steady flow to the game. And it also kind of makes Dokkan less of a drag during these drier periods. Because, yeah, while there's not a campaign to necessarily do or something to really look forward to at that time, you have things to look forward to on the horizon. And with a steady schedule of link level grinds daily, maybe 1 or 2 times, you can kind of give your Dokkanning days some flow. So, obviously, link level farming would be nice. So if you guys want to, you can. Looking at these level 10s, all enemies defense minus 10% with Key Plus 1 with Golden Warrior. Super Saiyan attack plus 15. Saiyan Lineage, Key Plus 2 attack and defense plus 5. Revival, Key Plus 2 attack and defense plus 5 and recovers 5% HP. Over in a Flash, Key Plus 3 attack plus 7%. Limit Breaking attack plus 10% when performing super attack and attack plus 20. So all of that combined with an even more robust nuking stat is going to make this guy really nice. And by the time we get this, global players, same name update will be in full effect. So keep that in mind. This is going to be a really, really fun unit to run. I will do a video when we eventually see what he's capable of. But in the meantime, just assume he's going to be an improvement based on what he does here, and then they'll probably add a couple perks here and there. That's all he needs, really. And then the other thing that you can do, if you haven't even worked on the guy, you can farm out a super attack. I just want to remind people that it is still possible to do that. You know, you guys know I love to do global prep. I even had like a series called Super Attack Science. Maybe I should bring that back. I mean, it's pretty much just showing you how to farm the unit's super attack. But for this guy, if you want to get his super attack to max, you can do so through a very long and arduous process. But look, what else is there to do in Dokkan right now for you global players, right? So you can go to the Epic Showdown story event, and you can farm out 9 copies of this R unit. This R Son Goku. And then when you do, you can awaken him to the SR Goku, who changes type, which is funny. Then he awakens again into an SSR Super Saiyan. Oh, then he awakens again to another SSR Super Saiyan who's dead. So I guess you awakened him so much that you killed him. And then at the SSR Angel Super Saiyan Goku, you can then TUR finally into the Super Saiyan 3 Goku Angel. I kind of say this in a joking way, but honestly, like, if you don't have anything to do, you could just do this. And if you do, like I did, real talk, I actually farmed out this guy's super attack through this method. You save yourself 9 Kais. So if you really want to, you can. I'm not going to say I totally recommend it, just because it is a pretty tall task, but like I said, if there's nothing else to do, you could do this instead. It could be a nice change of pace. So that is how you can prepare for that Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku. Now, let's go over some units that are not guaranteed to get EZAs, but are kind of leaning towards that effect. So let's start with the one that was earlier in the campaign. That is the LR Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. Now, this is not a legendary, or this is not an EZA campaign that's in the news. This is actually just a legendary LR campaign. But as you guys know, when these types of campaigns are announced, it kind of means that in the future they're going to be getting something similar to that, right? Like we've had these for the Prime Battle LRs, and we've had this for other LRs as well. So the hope is that this Saiyaman 1 and 2 can get an EZA of some kind. If they can, given how they're already built, this would probably be the greatest support of all time. If they were to get a EZA of some kind. So I'm really hoping that they do. So if you guys have not already done so, make sure to farm out this unit. You can get this unit from the Friends Summon. Don't do what I did. This was right when I first started playing Dokkan. I didn't know any better, but I used 19 Kais on the SR, or not the SR, but the LR version of Saiyaman 1 and 2. And I did not realize at the time that, you know, I could have just farmed out 19 copies. So if you guys have been holding on to just a ton of friend points, which I know a lot of you have, a lot of you are newer players, you may not have necessarily even done these summons. You should, because this is one of 3 LRs that you can get from the friend summons. This is by far and away the best one at the regular level. I can't say overall, just because the LR Hercule and Boo did get an EZA, and they're pretty good now. So I'm not going to say by far and away this is better at this current point. But before they all had EZAs, this was definitely the best one. Still is very viable to this day. Super class key +4, defense +50, extreme class enemies defense -70%. I do remember, as a beginner, the first super battle road that I ever beat was super physical, literally because of this LR. This LR helps so much. So for all of you newer players, please keep this in mind. Try to farm out this super attack, free to play by the way, and then start working on those links. I haven't done so, but these are some of the links that I mentioned this on my Tapion showcase. Some of these links are more rare, and thus makes them a lot more powerful because they're not used as often. Like Hero of Justice, attack +25%, and chance of performing critical hit +5%. That's a big upgrade for this unit, so getting that to level 10 will be nice. Patrol, look at that, key +2, defense +20%. That's really, really good. Defense -15% across the board, and attack +15 for Infighter. This is a really, really nice unit to max out. So if you guys can do so, get started on that. You got plenty of time. Global's not gonna be getting these units for a few months, so we've got plenty of time to get these guys maxed out. Attack and defense +10%, and attack and defense +5. So that is one unit that will possibly be getting an EZA. Now let's move down. We have a couple others. The main one at this point that I wanted to talk about were the sub-EZAs that people have been having thoughts about getting awakening. So one of them is possibly Pikkon. So let me switch back, actually. Let's go to the Super Saiyan 3 Goku right here. Where'd he go? Here. So with these... Oh, wait, no, this isn't the medal. We have to find the... Let me actually just go through movie heroes, and I'll find it. There are certain units that use a particular Gogeta medal who will be getting... Who are possibly looking at getting EZAs. It is very difficult to find this. Right? Is it actually this guy? Let me see. If we go to his SSR, and then we look at... Yeah, there we go. So these medals, people are assuming or possibly considering that one of these 3 will be getting an EZA, which has been something that a lot of people have been wanting for a very long time, myself included. I have been dying for this Pikkon to get an EZA of some kind because at his SSR level, he's got these static boosts that nobody... Like, this is an old, outdated meta for Dokkan. So if this can get an EZA, or if the STR Pikkon can get an EZA. Well, actually, since this is JP, JP is actually int. I don't know why it's different, but JP gets, oh, it's even better. I just did, what? Attack plus 70 defense minus 30%. Attack plus 100 defense minus 50. Did they really have to blatantly just shaft global like that? Whatever. So if one of these units can get an EZA, that would be really, really cool. My money is on this guy getting an EZA, just because he is more in line with the theme with Goku and Vegeta. But you never know. They could always drop the... Oh, this is different too. What the heck? I never knew this. Hello. So global is key plus 3 attack plus 100% when HP is 50% or above. JP, key plus 4 plus 20% attack. Medium chance to evade enemies attack plus super attack. Are you kidding me? How did I never know about this? That's hilarious. That is hilarious. So one of these units might potentially get an EZA. What they're going to do, I have no idea. We've never had a Pikkon EZA, but I would assume that he will probably greatly raise attack for one turn, greatly lower attack, kind of like his AGL counterpart, the Connected Hopes unit. And they'll probably build on this passive, give him a defensive line, and do more with this. So I'm looking forward to this if this were to happen, but it's not confirmed. People are kind of hoping that it does. If you had to choose one, though, let me know in the comments which unit you think might get an EZA first out of these three. My money's on the Super Kaioken, but it's very possible that we could get one of these as well. Now, for the last unit that might be getting EZAs, it revolves around... Actually, wait, no. I should say there is one confirmed or all but confirmed unit that's getting an EZA. And then, as a result, there should be another EZA series coming. So, from this campaign, you can see that there's a few events coming back. Dragon Ball History, Ultimate Clash, you got Chain Battle, everyone's favorite. But the main thing is Super Battle Road stages are going to be coming to JP Dokkan. And with those new Super Battle Road stages, where did it go? I just saw it. Extreme Super Battle Road. With the new Extreme Super Battle Road stages, that obviously means that a new LR Super Battle Road unit will be getting an EZA of some kind. And for this one, it's going to be the Goku and Bulma. So whatever that ends up being, obviously this will be one of the best new free-to-play LRs in the game. As we've seen with the other Super Battle Road EZAs, this one is going to be just as insane. Obviously, with the passive being how it is, having the need to have Dragon Ball Seekers, Youth, Dragon Ball Saga, join forces, it will be a little difficult to optimize this unit on a variety of teams. You'll have to be a little bit more focused on your team building. But as a global player, what you guys can do is start working on this unit if you have not already done so. Farm out this unit by doing all the Super Battle Road stages if you can. If you cannot, because you're still new to the game, that's fine. But just keep in mind that this unit will be getting an EZA eventually. So if you have to get some Kais ready, you know, feel free to do so. And now, as a result of these new Super Battle Road stages coming, Universe Survival Saga, Super Saiyan 3, Giant Form, Transformation Boost, Movie Bosses, Pure Saiyans, Future Saga, Full Power, Androids, and Ginyu Force, there's gotta be an EZA coming for the Ginyu Force at some point. Because with everybody else, categories have sort of updated along with the times, whereas the Ginyu Force has just stayed behind. There has been absolutely no change to the Ginyu Force in any way, except for the links being upgradable now, the link level update. That was the only change that came to these guys. Shout out to my boy Mass Ningen. He was able to beat the Super Battle Road for Ginyu Force no item. He obviously, I think he had max links. I'm pretty sure he did. He's a pretty crazy Dokkaner. So max links on these guys will only get you so far, though. There's gonna need to be some sort of a change. I'm really excited to see how JP players handle this. Normally, I don't pay attention to what they do on these types of stages, but for this one, I'm probably going to be watching and seeing what JP players do, because without an upgrade of any kind other than the links, I don't see this one being an easy win. You're probably going to be using all of your items every single time you run this, so I'm really hoping that we do get an EZA. Like I said, it's not confirmed. It's something that I feel like should be on the way. If it's not, well, that's a shame. If it does, I would greatly, greatly appreciate that, just because this category contains 4 people. What else is there to do to this category? If they're not going to get an EZA now, they're never getting an EZA. There's absolutely no way they're getting an EZA if it doesn't happen now. So I really hope that these guys can get an EZA, but that's going to basically be it. Bunch of EZAs coming up. Basically, as global players, farm out their super attacks, get these guys done if you haven't done so, work on their links. It will help you. Those links will add up, and they will be able to help you on these future runs, especially you newer players who are kind of getting into the swing of things. trying to get into the habit of doing some link level ups will help you. You don't have to max them out like myself, Goresh, Truth, Ningen, all these guys do, because that is pretty inconvenient. But if you can at least upgrade some link levels here and there, those stat boosts will add up over time and they will help you out, because certain levels change and give you fundamental mechanical differences that could either mean life or death on a particular stage. Like, for example, for Peppy Gals, there is the Battlefield Diva link skill, where at level 1 you only get, I think, a key boost, and then at level 10, or actually from level 2 onwards, you get a small percentage of dodge, which could save your life. So always good to prepare. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this little global prep video. JP is exerting dominance once again. I'm still a global defender, but I gotta say, it's tough. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below and let me know in the comments your thoughts on these EZAs. Which unit do you think will get an EZA first? AGL or the STR Pikkon, or the, I guess, JP's Int Pikkon, Tech Pikkon, or Physical Super Kaioken? And which of these Super Battle Road, Extreme Super Battle Road stages are going to be the most difficult aside from Ginyu Force? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future, and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Global's still good. Global's still good. Global's still good. Always remember to Dokkan responsibly. Global's still good.